Test 1 2, test 1 2. What's going on Instagram and what's going on everybody here on Facebook Live? Yours truly, Mike Marino, bringing it to you from North Hollywood, California. And the name of the show, of course, is Live from My Mother's Basement. And already people are writing in. And Leah, it was so great talking to you today. I really appreciate that. For those of you who know exactly not what I'm talking about, I got a phone call today from a great publicist and dear friend who does a lot of great charitable work in Florida, and we may be doing a project together. So it was nice to chat with her this afternoon on the phone and let her know that I'm coming down to Florida in about 1 week when I get back on tour. It's going to be fantastic. And from the people over at the Broken Liver Club, I just want to let you know I didn't get my masks yet. I'm hoping that'll still happen today. It's only 4 o'clock. I decided to do my broadcast live from my mother's basement at 4 o'clock here in California. Of course, this is 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and I don't know what time it is in any other place around the country, especially Australia. And Australia people are writing into me right now. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a really, really crazy couple of months. From in the month of March, when we were attacked by this thing called COVID-19, to what's been happening in the world in the last couple of weeks, we don't know whether we're coming or going. All I know is yesterday and today seems to be a little bit better of a day, at least here in Los Angeles, California. The governor of California yesterday and also the mayor said, you know what, we're not doing so bad, ladies and gentlemen. The COVID-19 seems to be leveling off just a little bit. If everybody continues to wear their mask and continue doing social distancing, we should be okay for a little while as we open up more and more things. And hopefully, one of those things that they open up is a restaurant that serves comedians, or a nightclub that hires singers, bands, comedians, and we actually get to go back to work. My first performance is actually going to be June 25 at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida. That's right, I'm going back on stage for the first time since March 15th. I don't even know what I do anymore. That's how long it's been since I've been on stage. You talk about 25 years of performing constantly, 5 nights a week, week after week, month after month, changing, creating, doing all kinds of crazy things on stage, and then you stop. You stop. So, I think it's going to be really, really interesting, not only for the audience, but it's going to be very interesting for me to go on stage with some new material and some ideas to make people forget about the world for one day, or at least a couple of hours, as I get on stage at Off the Hook Comedy Club that's in Naples, Florida. I hope you will join me. If you're not in Naples, Florida, no problem. We do have some more shows, and I say we because we're always a team of people. And those shows are going to be in July. So if you go to my website, mikemarino.net, and you check out what's going on, we will make that happen. And I'd love to see you at a show. Right now, writing into the show is one of the most incredible comedians of all time. I'm actually getting to see Dom Irrera. Man, Dom, I got to tell you, I miss seeing your face. I hope someday soon I get to share the stage with you. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most incredible comedians of all time, Dom. I'm also on Facebook Live, YouTube, Spotify, the whole 9 yards. I hope you will come on my show as you had me on your show some time ago at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. Dom Irrera is the leader in comedy as far as I'm concerned. This is the go-to guy. This is the guy who's been ripping up the comedy circuit for quite some time. And when it comes to Italian humor, he's the best. Hands down. So Dom, it's good to see you. I hope you're happy. Hope you're healthy. Hope a lot of great things are going on in your life. And we get to get on the stage together again sometime. It's Dom Irrera, ladies and gentlemen. Look him up on the internet. Dom Irrera. I actually get to see that. So I'm very, very lucky that I got to say that. Vinny, Viti, it's nice to see you again. Thank you so much for your kind words as you write into my show, live from my mother's basement. Victoria Redstall, I'll get back to you. I do want to talk to you about Father's Day. And I see Bob Quattro, ladies and gentlemen, special sponsor for tonight's show, Foggia Italian Deli and Market in Lakewood, California. We're going to talk all about the food that I got yesterday in Lakewood, and this is a plate of my favorite cold cuts delicacies. The smell coming off this plate is out of control, delicious. Once I get into my broadcast, we're going to talk all about Bob, his wife Linda, and his friends and family that have the greatest, and I'm not kidding, I don't fuck around with my Italian food. Lakewood, California. Look at this plate. Look at the plate. Not only am I going to talk about this food, but I'm going to eat this food because I'm treating myself to this while I'm podcasting right now, live from my mother's basement. Victoria Redstall, I'm talking to you about Father's Day, and I will try to make it to your party. That would be wonderful. John Kernigan, one of the original Shore House members down on the Jersey Shore. And thank you, Italian 44, for saying that shit looks great. I did a podcast this afternoon. I went down to see a fellow entertainer. She's absolutely fantastic. Her name is Sunda Kroonquist. Sunda Kroonquist is half black and half Jewish, and she grew up in an Italian neighborhood in New Jersey called Patterson. Tough neighborhood. She's a wonderful entertainer, very, very funny. And I went down to do her podcast today. While we were doing the podcast, she surprised me with a celebrity singer who won 3 Grammys. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Grammys. And he was in the room talking about his life in the music business, which was absolutely fantastic. And his name is Andre Merritt. I got to meet Andre Merritt. Now, we're going to try to do a show together. You guys look him up. Find out who he is. Andre Merritt. Been all around the world, 3 Grammys, sat next to him, had a lot of fun, and we're going to try to do a show together. Real quick, John Kernigan, we're talking about the Liquid here in California, not New Jersey. And Vinny, Viti, Vixie, you should really put your real name. We're going to talk about acronyms today. Say your name. No acronym, no Joey Bucka Bucka Boom. No, say your name. How's anybody going to address you if we don't know your name? Say your name. I know Teresa Goudis is on Jersey Housewives, and I know she grew up in Patterson, and also her brother, Joe Gorga, and I have been doing stand-up together, and we're going to do more shows together. So if you're a fan of Jersey Housewives, Joe Gorga is married to Melissa Gorga, and Joe and I will be doing some shows together. So thank you so much for writing in and saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to my website, MikeMarino.net, you'll see Joe Gorga and myself and a few other comedians and Tammy Pascatelli. We are all doing shows together, so look out for it. Go to their websites, enjoy it, see where they're entertaining, mix and match, and have some fun. And we'll get back to you. So, hey, Sharon, it's nice to see you. Anthony and Robert. Robert Catalano, another one of our sponsors for tonight's show. All right, I'll start off with some of the food because I see that my sponsors are writing in right now, and they're actually working. I have 4 different sponsors. I love them all. I should get John's Meat Market to be a sponsor on the Mike Marino Show, live from my mother's basement. Scotch Plains, Park Avenue. Who doesn't love food? I love food. I love food. I just tried to lose weight. I did 30 days on a diet. The food tastes like shit. I think I gained all the weight back in one day because I love Italian food. And what does Italian food do? It makes you feel good, makes you happy. Italian food makes you happy. There's a lot of food out there. It makes you feel better, but Italian food makes you happy. Isn't that right, Robert Monzi? I wish you would watch my show more often, my friend. I'm going to keep strong. Make America Italian again. Thank you so much for saying that. So I've had a lot of different sponsors One sponsor, of course, came to me out of Akron, Ohio, Robert Catalano. Robert, thank you so much for being patient. We are going to do your TV commercial. We're going to make that happen. Don't worry. And I will always plug your Italian restaurant out there in Akron, Ohio. And I'm going to do that right now because I think one of the biggest subject matters that I'm going to have is the food that I'm going to eat. So don't go away. Keep watching. If you got to go away, go to Mike Marino on YouTube. YouTube.com/Mike Marino Live. Don't forget. See, I'm talking with my hands. Even if you don't understand me or your sound's not working, you understand what I'm doing with the hands. Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio. This is their menu. I love Italian food. Italian food is absolutely delicious. In fact, we talked on the show last week about potluck. When mommy would invite people over, are you going to become a politician? I should become a politician because I tell you what, from my point of view, I'll stop what's going on in this world. I know exactly what to do. When people are upset, what do? Feed them. Have some fun. Have a little potluck. Tell everybody come over. Everybody brings a plate. Everybody brings a plate. And even if we don't eat from your plate, you don't go home hungry. Everybody wins. Piece of cake. We could do it. If I was on a podcast this afternoon with some incredible entertainers, half black, all black, Mexican, we're all in the same show having a blast, having fun, enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's music, enjoying each other's comedy, then there's no reason why the rest of the people in the world can't do it. Everything else is a bunch of bullshit. Don't get me started. I'd make the greatest president in the United States of all time because I would look at every side of everybody's problem, listen, talk, and then you sit down at the table with the smartest people in the world and you say, okay, guys, listen, take your ego and throw it out the fucking window. We got a problem here and we're going to solve that problem and we're not walking out of this room until we solve the problem. Now pass me the salt and the soup aside so I can feed my face while everybody else talks. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. You know what? I'm going to make that a stand-up routine. That's got to be one of the most intelligent things I've ever said. It's fucking funny as shit. Excuse me if I'm cursing. I'm just really into the podcast tonight because I had a great day today. Some good news came through for me, and I'm getting ready to travel next week. And I'm really happy with my producer and director. If I can only tell you how these guys make me so happy, boy, I'll tell you, right? So let's just get on this. This is the menu that you get at Regina's Pizza. Regina's Pizza is not just pizza. It's all kind of great Italian food. They're family business. They've been around for 50 years. When you're in business 50 years, you're doing something right. Maybe they were in one location, they moved a little bit to another location, but hey, that's what you're supposed to do, okay? So look, I even got the pizza box. The guy sent me over the pizza box, Regina's Pizza, Akron, Ohio, sandwiches, pizza, spaghetti, right? See the phone number? 330-753-7797. And I've done this before. Anybody instant messages me or DMs me, direct messages me, something funny, something cool, something nice, something sweet, I will write you back and buy you a pizza in this pizza place. You digging me? So I want everybody to go on the internet and take a look at Regina's Pizza. Regina's Pizza, Akron, Ohio. They've been around for 50 years. Facebook.com/Regina's Pizza. Also, www.reginaspizza.com. They've been around since 1970 in Akron, Ohio. Thank you so much for putting up the phone number. You guys are badass. I appreciate everybody that's writing into the show right now. And I thank you. You know, a long time ago, I was fictitiously running for president of the United States as a joke. It was a joke. We were just laughing, having some fun. The joke was if I was the president, the first Italian president, we'd go around whacking people. The problems would be solved, and that'd be that. Well, it turned into a web series called Marino 2016, and me and the cast of about 8 people went around making these videos trying to make you laugh, trying to make you smile. It turned into a really big thing. So, folks, really, if you want to check it out, just go to YouTube.com/Mike Marino Live. Watch the episodes of Marino 2016, Make America Italian Again. I'm just trying to make you smile. one of the best directors in Hollywood, California. Put me in one of my first movies is Jeremy Gray. They call him Strictly Dr. J because he has his own talk show. Look him up. Hey, Jeremy, I was watching how you wanted to go to the gym, but there was too many people in the gym. I want to go with you. I will go to the gym with you. We're going to end up having lunch. We're never going to work out, but I love you, brother. And I miss you. I miss your wife. I miss your kids. I want to hang around with you. And I'm saying that on the air. Jeremy Gray, Strictly Dr. J. Everybody write to this guy. He's a great guy. He's a lot of fun. And we should all be having a lot of fun. So that's the beginning of the show. We're already 17 minutes. I got to get off in about 40 minutes. All right, for the confusion, the credits are all updated. All right, great. So here we got a plate of Italian food. I love doing this. I've done this on my show many times. Jeremy, huh? Everybody, huh? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Look at the plate of food. Now, I got this plate of food. My refrigerator is filled with the food. I have tons of cold cuts, wine, cheese, provolone, supersada. I got pepperoni. And I'm going to tell you everything that's going on in this plate. Adam, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. See you next Thursday. We're going fishing on a yacht. So I go down to one of the greatest delis of all time. My friends, that's right, Kira. Hey, Foggia Italian Deli and Market. Now look, I never thought I was actually going to find the great Italian food here in Los Angeles, California. I thought it was always in New York or New Jersey, Boston, right? Chicago. But I find these family, and it's called Foggia Italian Market and Deli. I love going there. I want to spend the day there. So I go down there, I read the menu, and I meet Bob and Linda. They come to my show, and I treat them to complimentary tickets as much as I can. So the other day, I went back down to Foggia. And he says, Mike, I miss you. I want to give you some stuff. So I says, all right, give me some stuff. Are we ready? Check this out. Where the fuck is my fork? Here's my fork. This is a dessert fork. And the reason why I'm going to use a dessert fork right now is because to me, this food is a delicacy. It's a delicacy. I want to eat it slowly and deliciously. Please tell me you'll be in LA the first week of November because we will be staying with my parents for a week. It's probably I'll be here. That's quite some time away, November. But thank you so much, Hira, Montana. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I love your family. And so does my producer and director because they love the food too. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Right over here is salami. This is hard salami. This makes a good sandwich. They have great bread down in Foggia. So you look how thinly sliced that is and how nicely spiced up that is. See? Hey, how are you, Foggia Italian Deli? And look, that's delicious. Now, if you were to take a nice long loaf of bread, and they have good bread down there. You know, I always say in California, they don't got good bread. But they got good bread down there. So you put this on your bread. Now, when I make a salami sandwich, I like it plain. I like it with just mustard and plain. Or maybe I would put pepperoni on it. That's the way I like that. However, there's a lot of people who make the Italian sandwich, which they take salami, gabagool, and pressed ham, and they call that the Italian. Then you would put lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, maybe not mayonnaise, oil and vinegar, and you make a nice sub sandwich, right? And that's what you want to do. Also in this plate is turkey, fresh turkey. All right. Now, if I made a turkey sandwich, what I would like to do when I make a turkey sandwich is I put the turkey down, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, oil and vinegar, provolone cheese, and some onions. That's how you have a turkey sandwich. A little bit more on the plain side, but delish. You understanding me? Over here, they introduced me to an incredible ham. Are you seeing this ham? This is the most amazing melt-in-your-mouth ham. I'm not even really a big ham guy, but I don't know what it is about this ham. It just melts in your mouth. So if I was to make a ham sandwich, I would do plain ham and cheese or ham, cheese, and mortadella. See the way I say that? Mortadella. Do you know what mort means in Italian? Dead. You're dead. Is that what mortadella means? No. It just means you're going to die to have it. It's delicious. I have some basic pickles from the barrel. They have a barrel of huge fat pickles in the barrel at Foggia Italian Deli. They didn't know, but I took one. I took one and I put it in my bag to go. Delicious garlic pickles. This is the type of pickle you have when you bite into it. You're not talking to anybody for at least a year. Because you'll be like, hey, how are you? And the other person's gonna fall right on the floor because your breath stinks. Right next to the pickle, I got pepperoni. There's soft pepperoni, there's hard pepperoni. This pepperoni is delicious. This is the type of pepperoni that melts in your mouth, and I ain't gonna wait another minute. Are you watching? You notice I didn't eat the cold cuts. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to eat while I got anything in my mouth. I'm a talk show host, but you know what? Screw everybody. Bang. And just like that, look how happy I am. Look how happy I am. Just like that. Okay? Also in the plate, I don't want to talk with my mouth full. My mother did not raise a gavone. In Italian, gavone means a jerk. There's a lot of jerks out there, and we all know jerks. They come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, don't they? There's a jerk in every shape and size. Too bad we couldn't get rid of them. Here is a marinated mushroom. Look at that. I'll fuck your head up. Look at it. Look. Oh, this is better than sex. I don't even know what sex is. I've been quarantined for a couple of years. Look, boom. I'm ringing the bell on how delicious that marinated mushroom. You all don't understand. If I wasn't doing this right now, my head would be buried in this plate. Eating like a nut. Over here, thank God my husband is used to the garlic bread. This is cheese. They have so many different kind of cheeses there. Hey Laura, how are you? They have so many different kind of cheeses down there. This is the type of cheese you really just grate over the top of your macaroni or your spaghetti. But I put it in a plate just so you can see, and I'm going to have a little bite. Oh, out of control. Out of control. I'm going to put the plate down just for a minute. Laura Brunetti, thank you so much for being you. I really appreciate everything you do. Being an entertainer has a lot of perks. I try very hard to make everybody happy. I try. It's hard to please everybody, you know. It's difficult. But sometimes people get so happy that they mail me really nice things. Laura Brunetti sent me a wonderful book, and I enjoy it very, very much. I don't have it in front of me right now, Laura, but if you want to write the name of your book on my Instagram, please do. You can let people know where they can get your book. That's wonderful. It's a great read. She sends me really wonderful stuff. Right now we were talking about Foggia's Italian Deli. I had to crack open a beer. Foggia also gave me a nice bottle of wine. This is a Chianti. Now, if you don't know a lot about wines, you can learn if you go down to Foggia, because Bob will tell you what wines are good, what wines are for pasta, what wines are for meats, what wines are for fish. A Chianti is almost like what you might have with a dessert. You can have it with your dinner, but if you're getting ready to go to bed early, or it's the weekend or Sunday, you have yourself a nice Chianti. Now, I didn't open it because I wanted to have it on the show and show you guys how nice it looks and how wonderful Bob and his wife Linda are that they gave me this beautiful bottle. I really, really appreciate that. So this weekend I'm going to celebrate with my producer and director because we got some good shit going on. I'll talk about that in a moment, but that's when I'm going to have this, and I appreciate that. So there's one last thing in the plate that I'm taking my time to bite into. It is my favorite thing of all time. What's the number for Foggia's Deli? The number for Foggia's Italian Market in Deli is 562-627-0987. I'm telling you, it is the greatest place on earth. This is better than Disneyland to a nice Italian fella. Trust me. 5522 Del Amo Boulevard, Lakewood, California, 562-627-0987, www.foggiadeli.com. Remember, we sell Locatelli cheese too. One of my biggest sponsors is Locatelli cheese. Okay. I don't have a knife, so I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm just going to eat the whole thing. This is a stuffed red pepper. All right? Now, I don't even know what it's stuffed with. I think it's stuffed with a multiple of cheeses, a bunch of different cheeses, and cream cheese. I think there's cream cheese in there. See it dripping? That's the oil, the Italian oil that's dripping, okay? Folks, I can't stop eating these. I eat them right out of the plastic container that they give them to you in, okay? Look at that. Now, it's spicy. It's a little hot. It's a little hot. You got to be careful. You should have a glass of water with you. All right? A moment of silence. Here we go. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. I don't even know what this means. Oh, you know what? Then you just grab another one of the marinated mushrooms. Right there. Maybe two. You chase it with pepperoni. Like that. Oh. And if I had the Chianti open, that's all you need. That's all you need. I ate a tiger. I ate a tiger. Cheers, everybody. It's June 16th. Live from my mother's basement. Hopefully there's a lot more joy going on in the world today. I don't have the news on. I find myself not wanting to watch the news anymore. As an entertainer, not getting to go on tour and perform. Salud, it's getting a little bit depressing. I know a lot of people are depressed out there. Hopefully, someday soon, the joyful, happy-go-lucky, kind, caring, loving people will be where they need to be. Salute. Holy smokes. Okay. That is Italian. One of my favorite things. I hope everybody enjoyed and listened to where these two fantastic Italian restaurants are. And I thank them both so much for their sponsorship. If there's anybody out there that wants to sponsor an event, it's very simple. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Not only do I brag about your products on social media, but it also gets done via live events. All you have to do is go to MikeMarino.net. You'll see the sponsorships that I have, from clothing wear, Italian foods, Locatelli cheese. I even have a doggy daycare company that sponsors some of the shows. It's a lot of fun. I'm very loyal to my sponsors, and I do my best to give them the highest profile I possibly can. I also have another young lady who's a designer in Florida, and she designs incredible scarves like this out of jeans, nice American flag, and she gave me one of the most incredible masks that you wear nowadays. Everybody has a mask, and it says "Make America Italian Again." It's really, really cool. I'm having a lot of fun wearing it, and if you all are interested in taking a look at these products, her name is Phoenix, and Phoenix works for a company called Skirts Afrenic. Skirts Afrenic, and I'll even spell it for you because I have a hard time saying it, but not schizophrenic, but Skirtzophrenic. SKIRTZOPHRENIC.com. Skirtzophrenic.com, and she's the one that made these wonderful items for me. I love them. I think they're great. Phoenix, if you're watching the show tonight, I hope to see you at the show next weekend in Naples, Florida. I have many products for sale, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody's out there struggling, maybe not making the money that they used to be, and no one's spending money to buy apparel, go shopping. But if anybody is out there and you want to buy a Mike Marino Live t-shirt, or if you want to buy some apparel that says "Make America Italian Again," we have sweatpants, sweatshirts, t-shirts, underwear. Not even kidding. We sell underwear that say "Make America Italian Again." On the back it says "Get the bat, not gabagool." And in the next couple of days, we were supposed to have them today, we will have masks that say "Make America Italian Again." For all this information and how to sign up for my newsletter, you go to MikeMarino.net, laugh a little bit, have some fun, send me an email, let me know what you're thinking, and I'll get back to you for sure. I get back to my family all the time. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about while we were podcasting right now, hey Marianne Maizano, thank you so much for writing into my show. Folks, if you want to see another great Italian comedy show, look up The Italian Chicks. I'm pretty sure that's the way you look at it, theitalianchicks.com. Marianne Maizano not only is very, very funny, but she's a great singer and a great performer. So yo-yo and yo-yo to you too. They're going to sell my products at the deli. That'd be really funny. I think if you go down to Foggia Italian Deli and you buy some Italian sportswear, that would be really funny. Maybe you get a free t-shirt with every meatball sandwich that you buy. Yeah, you know what? This really could be a bib. Somebody was saying this could be a bib. What do you think in the future that nobody needs the mask anymore? Then you just start going like this. Oh, I don't want to drool. I don't want to drool. I even have these masks that say "Get the bat." These that say "Make America Italian Again." It's all on the website. You can have a lot of fun. I don't really like the whole acronym thing. If everybody saw in the news now that the LALGEBT, the LGBTC, see, I'm not familiar with the acronyms. It was called an acronym when I was a kid, you know? DC meant, well, I don't know what that meant. There was, well, I don't know what that meant either. But LGBTQ, and they got the right to, in the court of law, they got the right to, work somewhere, wherever they wanted, and have the rights to do that. Now, in my opinion, if I really was the president of the United States, I'd say, well, okay, what do I, LGBTQ. Now, why would it really be, I don't want to say that big of a deal, but why would anybody care? I think it's great. You want to come and work at my place? Great. If I had a job, I'd have absolutely no problem, that if I had a job to give out, have no problem with these people working for me. As far as I'm concerned, if you're good at what you do, you're hired. Great. When the day is over and you go home and do what you do, what's that got to do with me? I don't care. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're a good-hearted person, who cares? It should be like that all over the place. If you're good at what you do it. If you're not good at what you do, try harder. Or go someplace that trains you. Or maybe work in a different business. It doesn't matter. If you're good at what you do, you get the job. Has nothing to do with what you do, let's say when 5 o'clock and the bell rings and you go home. So what? Piece of cake. I'm happy that I saw that law was passed. And when you look at the judges sitting there and you see how old they are, you feel like going, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Whew. They get it. It's not that big of a deal. Whew. Because when you come right down to it, if you're not hurting anybody, you'd want them around anyway. Wouldn't you? We all have somebody in our family that is of that type of a life. We love them unconditionally. We don't want anything to happen to them. We want them to be happy. And that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Just my point of view. And if there's people who decide that they need to destroy property, well, maybe we should have a little sit down with them and talk to them. Straighten it out. The Italian way. Nice and quiet. You feeling me? I'm so glad that the protests in my home state of New Jersey went really, really well, especially in Newark, New Jersey, because there's so many different cultures over there. But leave it to the people from New Jersey to do what? Get out a DJ and just start dancing to 80s music, and they had a ball. You know, what went from what it might look scary to a protest became almost a festival where people were just having fun. That's a good thing. Like having an Italian festival where everybody gathers just to have some food and some fun. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in this June 16th, live from my mother's basement here in North Hollywood, California. A quick shout out to my director, Cody Boson, for making this happen, and my producer, Tatiana Blueshell. If anybody's looking for social media and you would like somebody to help you out with some programming or getting you on Instagram or Facebook or any other kind of social media platform, it's very simple. Just write to her at bsocialmediamanagement@gmail.com. bsocialmediamanagement@gmail.com. For me, once again, you can actually call me. I'll give you my number, 323-883-1607. You can't text me. It's not that type of answering service. 323-883-1607, MikeMarino.net, YouTube /Mike Marino Live, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Instagram /Mike Marino Live. You can watch and listen to my podcast all the time at iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor, and your favorite podcast app. Remember, folks, let's make America Italian again. And like I always said and hope I can keep on saying, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch all the funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.